Hello everyone, I am Kurt Daryl G. Nantesa and I am here to present Workplace Safety in Printing Shop. This PPT will be presented by Kurt Daryl G. Nantesa, Brian James A. Manahan, John Christian de los Reyes, and Raven Ann de la Cruz. So for our introduction, why safety is essential for employees and businesses. Safety in a printing shop extends beyond physical protection. It encompasses cybersecurity, ergonomic health, and environmental precautions. A well-managed printing shop prioritizes the safety of its employees and customers, creating a secure and reliable environment for technological services. By taking proactive measures in electrical safety, data protection, ergonomic comfort, hardware maintenance, preparedness, and cybersecurity, printing shops can uphold their responsibility in ensuring a safety and efficient digital workspace. This presentation explores the importance of workplace safety, common hazards, and key regulations. It also covers strategies to create a safety culture, training programs, technological innovations, emergency preparedness, and the direct link between safety and productivity. Implementing best practice ensure a safer, healthier, and more efficient work environment for all employees. So, ang sinasabi lang naman dito sa introduction na to na mahalaga yung safety para sa mga employees and businesses and also sa mga customer dahil dito nakasalalay yung magiging magandang transaction ng customer at employees. For interview, ito nga pala yung interview namin, no? Makikita nyo na lang ito sa link na binigay ko sa PPT namin. Topics. 1. Demographics. A number of population. Currently, there are 2 employees but it still depends if there are many clients and customer. So, yung nakuha naming company is printing shop. Yung may-ari nun is nanay nung dalawang nagtatrabaho doon. Yung isa ay lalaki at isa ay babae. So, yung mga nagtatrabaho nga pala doon is 18 and above. B. Population by age and gender group. The typical customers are students at CAPSU ranging from 18 and above. And the staff in printing shop is required to be 18 and above. So, yung mga customers sa printing shop na yun ay syempre yung mga nasa CAPSU sikat. Syempre kasi yung printing shop na yun ay located malapit sa CAPSU sikat. Tapos yung mga pwede naman na magtrabaho sa printing shop na yun is 18 and above. For housekeeping, discuss the 5S philosophy that the establishment applies to their system. Basically, the printing shop owner does not follow some steps in 5S, but the common they do is separation of biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So, yung kinuwento nga pala sabi nung may-ari ng printing shop na hindi sila masyadong nagpa-follow ng 5S. Pero may finalo naman silang isa sa 5S which is yung SARI. Ayun yung separation of biodegradable and non-biodegradable. B. Discuss how they implement those 5S philosophies. They implement the 5S philosophies before and after their work in printing shops. So, I said nga earlier na ginagawa lang naman nila yung isang tawag yung isang philosophy sa 5S is when they do is before and after the work in printing shop. So the next reporter will be Raven Ann de la Cruz.
So, hi guys, I am Raven Ann P. de la Cruz. So, now we're moving on to the part 3 and 4 of our presentation, which is all about material handling and material storage. I'll be discussing to you what we've found out sa aming interview sa isang small na printing shop malapit sa ating campus. So, let's start. A. Discuss the most common lifting guidelines they apply to their system or process. So, for material handling, since yung printing shop is maliit lang, yung paglilift nila is manually lang. Walang big machines or kung ano man na kanilang ginagamit pang lift. Pero even though manual lang yung gamit nila, they still follow practices like yung proper lifting, like bending their knees, hindi yung back nila. And they always ask for help kapag mabigat na yung bubuhatin. They also make sure na hindi sila nagmamadali and they carry materials safely. So letter B, identify the manually powered handling equipment that they use. So katulad nga nung sinabi ko, since manually lang yung mga ginagamit nila, usually hands lang din yung ginagamit nila, or if ever man na may bulk orders or yung talagang madamihang orders sa kanila, gumagamit naman sila minsan ng trolley or yung cart para ma-move yung mga papers or yung mga gamit na kailangan. Letter C, identify the mechanically powered handling equipment that they use. So as for mechanically powered naman, they don't use yung mga forklifts ganun. Yung mga machines lang na gamit nila is yung may gulong na, like yung may built-in na gulong po. So mas convenient sa kanila yung ganun kasi if ever na i-move man nila yung object na yon is madali na sa kanila kasi nga may gulong na. So letter D, discuss the safety protocols that they implement for those types of equipment. In terms of safety, may protocols pa rin sila kahit simple lang yung operations. They check yung floor first kung may spills or sagabal. Tapos before magbuhat or gumamit ng cart or trolley. Tapos iniiwasan din nila yung overloaded na cart or yung overloaded na pagbubuhat. And may reminders din naman dun sa may shop nila, like lift properly or ask for assistance para safe palagi yung staff. So now let's proceed sa ating material storage. Describe the warehouse or storage facility that the establishment has. Identify if it's properly illuminated, properly ventilated, and has at least 2 fire exits in case of an emergency. So for the storage part, they don't have a separate workhouse. Ang ginagamit lang nila is yung mga cabinet na built-in sa kanilang table. Doon nila nilalagay yung lahat ng stocks nila. Pero kahit ganon, organized mismo talaga yung mga gamit nila. Nakahiwala yung mat sa glossy papers, nakahiwala yung mga band papers sa vellum boards, and pati yung mga sizes nila is kailangan iwahiwalay din. Convenient na sa kanila yung ganon kasi madali nilang mahahanap agad kung ano man yung kailangan nila. So, even though maliit lang yung space, functional and safe pa rin naman siya. Properly illuminated kasi maliwanag yung area. Kasi nga printing shop siya. So, kailangan maliwanag talaga yung area para makita nila kung maayos ba yung pagka-print sa papers and also para dun sa pagka-cut. So, next is properly ventilated. Yes po, may mga electric fans, may sliding na bintana, and also may aircon sila. So, next is fire exits. Yes po. Bali, ayon sa interview namin, 3 yung fire exits nila. Which is yung main door, tapos may back door din, tapos sa may second floor nila is may fire exit pa din. Yan po. So, overall, kahit na small yung printing shop nila, maayos pa rin yung material handling tsaka yung material storage nila. Wala man silang fancy equipment or anything na makakapagpadali ng pay sa kanila. Organized and efficient pa rin naman yung safety standards nila.
In terms of fire safety, a printing shop is equipped with only one main device, a fire extinguisher. Because their space is very small, there is not room to install more advanced systems like smoke detectors or fire alarms. While this may seem lacking, it's practical for their setup. The extinguisher is placed near the entrance door, making it easily accessible in case of an emergency. The staff are familiar with how to use it, which is crucial. Although they lack electronic early warning systems, they compensate by being attentive and minimizing fire risks in their daily routines. When it comes to fire emergency protocols, the printing shop doesn't have formal printed procedures. However, they do have an understanding of basic safety habits. For example, they make sure to unplug machines and appliances when not in use to prevent power surge or overheating. This is their way for reducing the fire risk. As for training, they haven't undergone any formal seminar or official fire drills. Instead, their knowledge comes from general awareness, social media content, and from observing what others do during emergencies. They also talk among themselves about what to do in case of a fire, which shows a level of preparedness even without formal instruction. The printing shop also practices basic electrical safety. Their number one rule is to turn off and unplug all electrical equipment after use, especially high-powered machines used for printing. This helps reduce the chance of short circuits or fires caused by faulty wiring. When they renew their business permit, government agencies conduct regular inspection to check for compliance with both electrical and fire safety regulations. These inspections are taken seriously and they usually pass, showing that despite their limited resources, they meet the basic standards required for operating safety. In case of an accident or emergency, whether fire-related or electrical, the shop aware of the emergency hotlines they can contact. This shows that while their setup may be simple, they understand the importance of knowing where to get help. Their approach to safety might not involve modern technology or formal certifications, but it's grounded in practical awareness, common sense, and shared responsibility. For a small printing business, this kind of proactive attitude is essential in maintaining a safe working environment, not just for the owners, but also for their customers and staff. For the next slide, Brian James Manahan will discuss it.
About naman po sa occupational health, ang nilatag po namin question dito is all about discuss the common health problem that the workers in the facility commonly encounter based on the nature of their job. Ayun nga po, nakuha namin sagot dun sa question na patungkol dun sa business na in-interview namin is physically, of course, having a fever, cold, or any illness due to fatigue. Mentally, it's about maintaining one's temper due to work stress. Ayun nga po, sinasabi ito is wala rin naman pong pinagkaiba kasi ang lahat ng nakukuha kapag na may business ka or company is about stress, pagod, yung pagkakaroon ng lagnat gawa sa pagpupuyat, then pagka sobra pagod kapag nagtatrabaho ka ng talagang walang minsan kahit pahinga. The next question is discuss what the management does to prevent those health problems. Ayun nga po, para ang nakuha namin sagot doon sa interview namin is para maiwasan nila yon is ayun nga po, kumbaga yun sa kailangan maglaan ng time management o kaya gumawa sila ng schedule para lang maiwasan yung mga sakit na nakukuha nila kapag sobrang pagod, katulad ng mga lagnat, ayun, mga ganon, para lang din kaya sila gagawa ng schedule o kaya masusunod yung time management para lang din mabigyan nila ng oras sa sarili nila sa pagtulog. Then sa last question, discuss the assistance programs that the management team gives to the workers. Ayun nga po, meron silang nakukuha ng SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, tapos minsan binabayaran, kumbaga nakakakuha sila ng financial assistance dun sa pwesto nila, kumbaga nakakakuha sila gawa nga ng SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, silang tatlong. Then sa susunod naman is yung observation and solution. Ang napansin lang po namin dito is yun sa 5S, dahil kumbaga hindi nila nasusunod ng tama yung 5S, gawa ng sinasabi nila na maliit nga lang daw yung business sila, gawa ng printing shop lang din yun, and tanging ang nasusunod lang nila is yung SEIRI, yung CERT, kumbaga yung tamang pagki-cleaning, paglilinis lang ng printing shop nila, yung tanging nagagawa, hindi nila na then the rest, yung iba is hindi gaano nasusunod, gawa ng ayun, maliit lang naman daw yung business nila, hindi ganun kalakihan. Then yung sa standardize, yung sa may pag-schedule, yun minsan nasusunod, minsan hindi. Then ayun nga po, yun yung napansin namin habang ini-interview namin sila, yung business na printing shop. Ang tanging hindi rin talaga nila mai-apply sa business sila, gawa ng maliit nga daw, is yung 5S, tanging SEIRI lang talaga. Sinasabi pa dito is yung yung fire safety practices nila. Hindi naman nila sa ganong pinaglalaanan yung fire safety, pero marunong naman daw po sila gumamit ng fire extinguisher, pero then the rest talagang hindi po nila napapractice talaga ng maigi yung fire extinguisher tsaka yung fire safety practices, gawa ng wala naman daw po gaano masusunog dun sa printing shop. And yun nga lang po, tanging solution lang sana paglaanan pa nila ng talagang pag-aaral yung importanteng 5S tsaka yung fire safety practices, din yung mga electrical hazard, yung mga ganun, yung mga electrical safety. And ayun lang po para sa report kong occupational health, pati observation and solution.